and now this is too short for me. Alright, I'm Ryan Earp. I'm a senior here at Florence. And so I'm going to give my testimony and the testimony of my family tonight. So a couple of weeks ago, whenever we were getting all this started, my grandfather texted me one afternoon and said, "Will you give your testimony?" I was like, "Oh yeah, how I was born, moved into the nursery, moved up to Sunday school, went to church, and then accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior." Yeah, there's a lot to that. And my family said, "Yeah, you're funny, you gotta go more than that." So that's where the fun part came in. So as I started thinking about this, I dug deep into my heart and thought about what my testimony really was. You see, I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior when I was 6 years old. The funny thing is, whenever I was 6, I don't remember much from that time, but I do remember that night. I was sitting on my bed, and my mom was there. I don't even remember how she was in there, but she was, and she helped me through how to accept Jesus as my Savior. And from that point, I've been blessed to be raised in a godly family and a church where I've been learned to grow more. Because you think, as a church kid who's been in church his entire life, oh yeah, he knows everything, but you really don't. After you accept Jesus, there's so much more to it that you have to dig into. And then throughout all my life, I've been in church, and looking back now, I realize how much it's prepared me for what my family's been through. This next part, I didn't really know if I was going to talk about it until like maybe 5 seconds ago. And I didn't even know how to transition to it. But I prayed to God, and He gave me a portion. So Monday, I was coming back from College Station, and on the radio, a song came on. It was called "Just Be Held" by Cats and Crowns. One of the lines in that song was, "Your world's not falling apart, it's falling into place." And then it hit me at that moment what I was going to say. Stop crying, you're going to make me cry. So, in February of 2013, my 9-year-old cousin was diagnosed with brain cancer. At that moment, my entire family started questioning why. We asked God, why would you let this happen to our family? What have we done to deserve this? But through it all, it was my cousin who sat there and had hope the entire time and had faith to get through it. Not one time throughout the entire 17 months did she question God. She had faith in Him to get through this disease. Hang on, I gotta find my place. And then the biggest blessing that we've gotten is on the day she passed away. That morning, as she looked into heaven, she told us what it was like. She told us the pearly gates and everything that it was like, and told us not to cry. Which I'm not doing a very good job at. She told us not to cry because we would see her again. She said, "It's not goodbye, it's see you later, alligator." So looking back, I can see how everything that happened has fallen into place. So many people have been reached because of my cousin that would never have been reached to before. We have, many years ago, my aunt and my cousin and their family were at my church, but then they moved away. They moved to another church in Georgetown. At that time, this completely devastated me because I love going to church with my family every Sunday. But looking back now, they made so many connections where they are now that would not have been made had they been at the same church. And so many people have been reached through this that would not have been reached before. So, if any time you think that your world is falling apart or everything is going wrong, just stop, pray to God, and realize that everything's going to turn out okay. Thank you.